Hey everybody, the Retwirl here, and welcome back to more of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is trial day number 1. For case... Jesus, I forgot the sound. Oh, because I'm playing on PC, it's so much louder. Oh, it scared me. Hey Nick. What is it? Is something wrong? No, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, look at this. I bought this mask to mask publicity photo. Jeez, I'm so glad I turned it down. Oh, that would have been enough to give me a heart attack. You bought that? Where? The little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. Wait, are they using this as like a way of selling merch? Mask to mask merch. I've seen everything. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. So we got his publicity photo. Okay. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. I wonder who that could be. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me. Oh my god, this guy's a fruitcake. Ugh, he's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please? Oh, there you are, honey. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually... I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Yeah, that always goes grey. I'm assuming that's to indicate that he's whispering or something. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. Oh, ain't she sweet? Well, you see, actually the thief is, Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. Great. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is mask to mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. How interesting. Courtroom number 6. Oh yeah! I forgot. This is the first time we get to see Godot. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh yes. Hey Golden, how's it going? What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? What? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Oh, I love Godot. He's such a cool character. Who are you? I am Godot. He also has an interesting theme. Legendary prosecutor, I've never lost a case. He's the one that Detective Atme was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ha! None. He's a legendary prosecutor because he's not even taken a case. That's why he's never lost one. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask? In a court of law? Huh. Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. either on our faces or over our hearts. Oh wow. This guy is the real deal, alright, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Trite. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobbo. It's not Gobbo, it's Goddo, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break into. Oh my god. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. Haha, what a badass. Hey, Scumshoe. My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. Jesus. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking, we're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Oh my god. We didn't even get to get the name and occupation. Poor Gumshoe. That's like his favourite part. So Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sent his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO, to a T. So then the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Goddo, you... Oh yeah. Oh yeah! Oh my god. We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Goddo. Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well, it's only coffee after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. Okay. Oh! I don't know, Goddo's just such a cool character. A master thief that first started 6 months ago. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true, I'm a Svari. Author on thieves. An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be Butterfingers. Yeah, leave it. The real authority on the thief is the other detective. I don't need to ask this one any more questions. So he's so confident that he sent his calling card. Yeah. Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards? Of course I have, except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. Because Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature. But we're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain that this card is real. Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Master Mask's emblem. Ah. His 5th heist, and as usual he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His 5th heist, and your 5th screw-up, huh? Jeez. Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about that about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everybody here in this courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me. Wow, looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atme. His pattern is always to go after only the most precious art pieces. Precious. So, like... I mean, why would he steal this? Usually a thief would steal something that's worth something. Like, something valuable, but the Sacred Urn is worth nothing. Supposedly priceless, but has no monetary value. So it's literally worthless. Objection, Gumshoe! Now we're gonna bring up the point, why would he steal this when it's worth nothing? Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing that little in that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. There we go. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. There we go. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Gordo, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask to Mask would normally go after. Yeah! If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the Sacred Urn was not the work of Mask to Mask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself. But, well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Gordo? Oh my god. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Gordo number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Mask to Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Mask to Mask's methods. A fake. A fake Damask? Fake Damask. That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Oh my god, how many coffees? This is like his third one. Now before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake. Ooh. Though I don't approve of Mr. Gordo's behaviour, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Looks like I'm going to have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake Damask. Wait, so what do we actually have? We have a security camera photo. Check. Okay, so it shows Damask and the paint. Didn't we actually receive a publicity photo? Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold up. Oh crap, I'm pressing wrong buttons. Whoops. Oh, I see it. He's missing the... I don't even know what the hell it's called, but the chess piece. He doesn't have it. It looks like a pin of sorts. There we go. Boom. Oh yeah, I can't present if I'm checking. Booyah. The proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Is this coffee number 3 or number 4 now? Huh, well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar. You got it, Gordo! Kaboom! I hope that's the right area. Well, the music stopped, so that's a good point. It's right here, of course. You mean Mask to Mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? Yeah, came in real handy. The problem I have with the security camera photo is that's what they're called, brooches. It's the brooch on Damask's chest. A breach? Here, bailiff, get my steed! We need to retreat at once. A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on. A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. How is this judge so dumb? But the master mask in the security camera photo... He has no brooch! Bum bum bum! That brooch is the same as the emblem on the mask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this master mask is a fake. I've been fooled again! Oh, poor Gumshoe. Order! It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Coffee number 5. Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Gordo, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Huh. The brooch you're talking about. I love how he has huge pauses. Do you mean this? Oh! Is he gonna say he found it at the crime scene? That's... Master Mask's brooch. Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. What do you know? What a shock. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Miss... Army... Yeah, that was it. I couldn't remember her name. It must mean the Army Face statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. Ooh, this guy is one cool customer. Is this coffee number 6? It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Rhonda Light's fingerprints. Where? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Oh dear. Now things are looking not so good. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Gordo, let's see that brooch. Maybe it's fake. Maybe. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. She... I mean, it appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. The mask brooch added to the court record. Huh. You mess with Gordo. You get the horns. Oh, and you get burned. Okay, it's basically the same thing. That's cool. He's been playing me like a violin. Well, George, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Ouch! Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom. Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance. Huh? Wait, what's happening now? Oh! Is he gonna open it up by saying, Zvari? It'd be perfect if he did. So 1 second is 1 drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Silence! Oh my god. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? I knew it. Zvari. The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. How many times has he said that line? Like 3 or 4 times at least. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends, or they'd tear each other's head off. I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on the security detail. You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. I was about to say, he ain't worth much. Unfortunately. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. Go for it, witness! Do it! What I witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Mask de Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I begun to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. Okay. Okay. So, you didn't get a clear look at the criminal. My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening. Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the King of Thieves, the great Mask de Mask, my arch-enemy. That is why my instincts and my years of experience tell me, or what my instincts and years of experience tell him. Very well, proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. You got it. Right, so, we have 1 o'clock in the morning just after... See, even that looks suspicious to me. Just after the date changed just after 1 AM. Surely it would have changed an hour previously. I'm pressing it. I don't think it actually contains anything useful, but it just seems weird. So that would be 1 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at that time? Or at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse, near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it. Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday too. Gumshoe also said that he never saw him at the crime scene. Precisely! That is precisely why I chose not to hide that night. Or last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure. On your pigeony head, that is. In any case... his nemesis, yes... I love it. My nemesis, the great Mask de Mask. Dancingly descended. From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtle camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby W ace dunce. Just as I begun to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon his noble head. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened. Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I can recall. That's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Good, then let's continue with the testimony. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. Oh, hang on. I never even thought. Because this was at the crime scene. In the shadow of Army Face statue. Would he have found it, or seen it? But that's my only idea. And it was ripped off of the clothing after a struggle. But no, that wouldn't make sense. There's not a struggle if there's only one person that gets, like, a blow to the head. They didn't have, like, a back and forth. Mr. Atme, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch-nemesis, Mask de Mask. It is, in point of fact, Master Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Elementary, my dear lawyer. Ah, if only Phoenix Wright was called Watson. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Wait, glue? Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Ah. We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. There's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night, you, Detective at me. Ooh. Yeah, like, when he sweats, his sweat drips off of his nose. Detective at me, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Oh, yeah, of course. I didn't really even think about that. The only thing I thought about was what Goddo said. Like, he found it in the statue, so I thought that maybe Luke at me would have found it when he awoke, because he said he was gone, but maybe he could find the brooch. I didn't even think. It says there was a signs of a struggle. Whatever. Witness giving false testimony is a serious crime. No. Wait just a moment, Sir Oldtimer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time. Isn't that right? You talk too much. Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I, Luke at me, agree completely. Of course you do. Fight with the thief. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote. Okay. So, there's that. So, in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master Mask. Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. That can't be good. Oh dear. So fight with the thief. Ooh, the music's picking up. Do. I might as well just press everything again. Go! So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer. What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? Nah, that's enough. I could actually ask about the sensor or the computer. Yeah. I think I should ask about something else. Alright, so you looked away from the door, and then? Cannot be so easily discombobulated. What does that mean? Discombobulated. Young people these days, they really irritate me. They are perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway? No, I've forgotten. What was I saying? Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. Oh wow, we didn't even get an explanation. So he grabbed the weapon from the side, which would be the what the hell was it called? The Shichi something? Shito, or something like that. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, Luke at me, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Shichishito. There we go. So the thief armed himself with a sword. What about yourself, witness? True gentleman fights with his fists only. You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities. But of course, in college, I was the second in charge of the boxing club. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch-nemesis, Mask the Mask. This guy is a real piece of work. Yeah, he is. His first blow struck true. Bam, that's all she wrote. That still doesn't sound like a struggle. It just sounds like he smacked you and you was out like a lamp. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious. Powericious. I assumed the at-me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. At-me fighting stance. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? You were blinded at-me fighting style. Okay, yeah, what is the fighting style? I'm curious. What is this at-me fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I could tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. Clever. That's it. That's the at-me fighting style. Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony? Wait a minute. I've just realised. Yeah, it just hit me. He had his back against the wall, but he was hit over the back of the head. Very important. Of course it's important. We've learned a detective secret technique after all. Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness. We'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. Put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye. So... there it is. Yeah, as I thought. Knocked at me out during the crime with a blow to the back of the head. Boom! You're done, son. So, Detective At-Me, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It truly is... it's truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armoured feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch-nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. And there we are. From behind, huh? But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. Oh, it seems I've made another mistake. Detective At-Me, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. What's wrong? Oh, jeez. He sounds weird. Objection. To err is human. To forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Oh! It sounds like a gavel. Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Mr. At-Me is no ace detective, that he's a fake. Ooh, that he is Mask the Mask. I mean, the whole concealing the calling card so that he doesn't get help from security definitely seems a bit fishy. Although I do wonder, who the hell was the sword actually used on? Although we know that the Master Mask that was on or shown on security is a fake because they didn't have the brooch. Yeah, we'll assert that he is Master Mask. Go for it. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Acme's true identity is actually Mask to Mask. Whoa! Ooh, the music. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts of Mr. Acme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analysed the crime scene data and made an exquisitively elegant deduction. Yeah, sure. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Acme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask to Mask. But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Mask to Mask. The security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor's department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed as the thief and stole the urn. So, the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true witness? Aha! Oh, Jesus! Oh... Damask's MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Acme, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yeah, it's time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Objection! Oh dear. What the hell was that noise? Oh, we got hit with coffee. I just heard a psh. Godot blend number 102, my personal favourite. Oh, it looks great. Mr. Godot, the ace detective is actually an ace thief? I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. Oh yeah. But it better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Nice! So Phoenix Wright just got third degree burns from his first trial of this game, I suppose. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have. Quickly. Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Amy looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Acme is in fact Master Mask. Oi, oi. Has yet to be found. Proof? Of course, I've got nothing. Ha! Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all. Ugh. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. Should that... I mean, no good works, but not good would have made more sense, I think. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But, are you going to just give up and let us lose this? So, you come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counter-attack at all. I would say the urn, but I'm pretty sure they'd have been wearing gloves. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, then... Wait, what happened? Who? Oh! Desi. What? Who are you? That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy! The thing you've been looking for. I think I found it. You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? The urn? That was at What's-His-Face's house. Or Acme's detective agency. That's the sacred urn. Nick, it's the urn. Ah. Okay. Order, order. You, madam. That urn, where did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants, ace detective. Look at me. Oh, Desi, you're the best. Hey. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Acme? Even you're gonna have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Objection.
Oh god, again. Objection! Pathetic. Mr. Gatto, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Acme was involved? Before casting aspersions at Detective Acme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct? Yes, what about it? He's gonna bring up the fact that she's his wife, and so she'll do anything to protect him? Oh, no. He's gonna say that she got it from their house. Because, you know, he's trying to get it as Ron Delight is the thief. Oh, no. Damn, that kind of sucks. If only it was somebody else. How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As a wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere. There we go. Including the office of the good detective here. Yeah, so he's basically saying that she's made it up. So you found the urn, what does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. I mean, to be fair, to us it does, because we saw it in his office. Well, I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Mr. Light. Please, Nicky boy. You've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Acme Detective Agency. Testify about what I saw. No. Sure, fingerprints can't prove anything yet. No, fingerprints. Oh no! I can't remember what happened specifically. Didn't we put our hand into the bag? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. Oh no. I can prove where the urn was. By the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come now. No, you're really making me laugh, Saloya. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So, unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway. Nick, what are you gonna do now? I've come too far to turn back now. Acme must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. Wait, are we going to say it was us? The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Yeah, we did touch it. Yeah, our fingerprints should be on it. Me, what more can I say? This is my 3rd year as a young, but skilled, lawyer. So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Acme, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kinda hard and smooth. Well, hello there. So yeah, we did touch it. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Oh god, yeah, I remember, because it was a very bad thing to read, because I was like, god, that sounds like something completely different. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atmey's office. Oh dear. He's gonna break his cup. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? Not what I said. It's what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. That's right. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. So she would have removed any fingerprints that were on it. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was... yesterday, at the Atmey Detective Agency. This blend, Godot Blend number 107. I've decided. It's a little too bitter after all. Oh no, his visor. Not bad. Order, order, order. I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait. Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. Is he going to try and implicate Phoenix as Master Mask? What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. Oh, Jesus, I really do not like that. It just happened so suddenly and it's real creepy. Oh dear. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy is nuttier than fruitcake. This guy is nuttier than candy bar shit. So you see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask to Mask. Hope you all enjoyed my little performance. What? He looks so happy there. Look at him. Wait, so we actually did do it. What? I'm confused. A little, yeah. So, well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atmey's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. No way this is over. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. Hold it! Or objection. Oh. Wait, really? You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually, not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty. Please. What? I'm waiting for... What? Oh. I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court you all think this is, but... the true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Oh no. Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir? If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. He's used that twice now. I'm sorry? I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are Mask to Mask, then prove it. That's what I mean. Oh, that's what it means. Yes, sir, I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to this fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Okay then, talk. We're all listening. Oh well. Let's all have a listen to his confession. I'm confused. What is happening? Oh no. Master Mask's identity. The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. That would explain why there's no brooch. Oh, never mind. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle, and it got torn off, that's all. Huh. I don't like the direction this trial has taken. But this is how every trial goes, at least with me anyway. Huh. You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Gatto, you're embarrassing me. Oh my god. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? If you make it through this with flying colours, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master Mask. Why does he want that? Thanks so much, Mr. Gatto, I'll do my best. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. I'm confused. Why does he want to be locked up? I don't get it. He's been Master Mask all along. You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. Haven't told Desi yet. About my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. What should I do? Sounds like we're about to get sidetracked. Again. No. Leave it. I just want to press stuff. It's fun. No point in digging through any more of their dirty laundry. Well, why don't you continue with your testimony for now? Can't prove that he's not Master Mask. Can we? Dun. I don't think we can. We have blackmail. Wait, found in the KB... Oh, yeah we can. Because these were found in the building that's like 30 minutes away at the time the crime happened. So that would actually work. These are record when used. I'd go with this. So yeah, we can prove it. Ha! Sucker! Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Ah, yes it does. I'd lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 AM at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious? Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night. No! Why does he want to be convicted? I don't get it. Yeah, I really do not understand. It's strange. So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyway. Well, Mr. Gatto, do you have anything to say? Gulp gulp. Stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the one who calls me thief, Mr. Gatto. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there. He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it... Wait, when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The keycard of KB Security's CEO's office. No! That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. Grrr, stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security at 1 AM that night. My only literally my only thing would be this. Does it actually tell you what it says? Oh, yeah it does. So, blackmail letter. If you don't... Hold up. I don't think I've read this before. So if you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 AM on October 12th and bring $50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. The red diamond. If that's the ring, then this was made by Acme. Because that's something that's very prominent about Acme's sprite. Is the fact he's always got that shiny red ring on his finger. But I don't know if it's a diamond ring. So, yeah, I will go with this. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's... What is it? I'm not entirely sure how to say your name, but hi Illusion. How's it going? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? Dun dun dun. Yes, basically it says, bring $50,000. It certainly sounds like blackmail, alright. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. Oh! Goddo, your visor looks a bit... What the hell is he doing? He speed drinks. Yeah, that's so good. Like, I can't believe I went so long without playing the games, but I'm just doing them back to back. They're so good. So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense. Of course you would say that. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Goddo blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company? But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. There's no real... I was going to say there's no real games like these, but there is now. When they first came out, there wasn't. But they're just so good. When I first played the first game, I didn't know what to make of it at first. I wasn't bored or anything. It was one of those experiences where it's like, this is incredibly captivating, but I'm not entirely sure why. I'm just reading text, and then I think it's like one of those really satisfying things when you've put the pieces together and find the conclusion. It's so satisfying. Not sure what I think of that, at least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, I think we're gonna have to track down the CEO guy. Oh no! No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There is someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify that the keycard was used at 1 AM that night. Oh! If something smells, it's usually the butts. Hey! I forgot, he works at the same place. Oh wow, that's a bit harsh. Who is this useless-looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is, this keycard. Yep, that's the keycard they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You needed to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Ah. What's your favourite case? Oh, nice. I've got all of them on the DS. Well, that's why I'm playing them on anyway. I've got them on the Wii U. but I'm playing them on PC because it's much easier to record. But have you actually played the iOS? What is it? Because, I don't know, they look better, but I'm certain, I can't remember if I read about it or something, but I'm certain the iOS parts, or like the mobile parts, had more issues. Such as like more text, typos and everything. I don't know for a fact though, I've not played them so I can't say for sure. But I own the entire series, so there's no worries. I mean, technically I don't own Investigations 2, because that never got released officially in English, but I do have Investigations 2. So as you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analysing this keycard's data. Oh! I was waiting for him to go speed drink again. Oh dear. Alright, well to be fair, the games on DS have mistakes in them. I can't remember any like off the top of my head, but I know there are some. But it's never like terrible broken English, so it's not really that a big deal. Well, Mr. Goddo, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. Is that actually an official release in English though? Because I know the one on DS it's literally a fan translation, but it's fine. So, Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here. So what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 AM on the morning of the crime. One thing I'm actually really interested in is the like console release, or more so the release of the trilogy that's coming out either, is it the end of next month? Like for Xbox One, PS4 and PC? Just because you'd actually be able to play it on modern systems, which is awesome, without having to emulate or whatever. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed up as Master Mask in this photo. It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be mask de mask. Good job, you did it, Nick. That's enough. I mean, I would have waited for them to release and then just recorded those, but I couldn't wait. I really, really wanted to play the series, so I just settled for the DS games. It's not like the games are, like, crappy looking on DS. So I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. He said that again! What's wrong, Your Honour? I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honour. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty! Alright. The court is now adjourned. This is actually a really weird case, because it's split, it's two cases in one case. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Mr. Light. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, pearls. Yeah, I thought it was two cases. I've got a bad feeling about this. Who is this woman? Oh, right. Oh, she's nobody, she's just, You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? Ooh, she slapped him! Should be ashamed of yourself. That's right, yeah. She slapped me. Pearly? This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Oh, Mr. Nick. Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. No. You got it all wrong. Oh, wow. Double slap. Jeez. I like how Maya doesn't even intervene. It's like, no, it's fine. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right. And it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Mr. Light, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please. You're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point in... What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Gatto, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. Just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. That smile. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Cain Bullard... Ah, there we go. Was discovered. Cain Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? How can you forget? Literally, he was mentioned like 2 minutes ago. Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Body. The estimated time of death was 1 AM on October 12th. 1 AM on October 12th. You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on, you figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Helped me out? What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbrued? Is that even a word? Imbued with rage would have made more sense. But imbrued might be a word that I just don't know. Either way. Come on, don't tell me you didn't know it. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security. Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. Oof. No way. He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. Uh-oh. But I am a thief, I tell you. Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This can't... This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least, let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy... Who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Damn. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Ronnie! Oh, nice. That's true dedication. Either way, I appreciate you stopping by. Have a great day. Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. Twitter? Maybe? I mean, I have Discord, but I can't remember my thing off by heart. So my apologies. Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. There's also Steam. I've got loads of places that I can be contacted. What the heck's going to happen next? To be continued. Now the question is, do I do the next investigation day, or... yeah, I do want to save. Got all kinds of confused. Okay, well if it's... regardless of whichever... I mean, Steam, my name is the same as my username on here. I can't type in chat. Unfortunately, what I'm using to view the chat, I can't type into it. It's just my username for Twitch. It's the same. I suppose I am going to do the investigation. Why not? Now I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there, it was Mr. Nick himself. I'll accept you as soon as I'm finished. So, don't worry if I don't accept right away. Oh, I said Twitter. Twitter's also the same. My Twitter username's also the same as Twitch. My bad. My name for most things is the same as my Twitch username. I should have just said that. Might be. At least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder? Yeah, sorry. So I think I'm gonna head back to Karine Village for a little while if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm gonna bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with. No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness. Maybe Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred urn, giving her pearls. Now remember, no fighting, okay? Oh, what a crazy girl. She's gone. God, I need a drink. Ah! Reading so much hurts my throat. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. Ba ba boo-da-doo. What do? So, what do we do now? Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder. Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Hey! Why don't we ask Mr. Light? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Why the hell? Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Light. Mr. Delight. Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention centre too. And then the sacred urn. I'm playing with one hand. You must be relieved we got the security urn back, huh? You bet, but there's something a little different about it. It's covered in paint. Don't... Me? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says... Oh! I didn't even realise that it said Army. I mean, I did notice, but I didn't point it out, so I was like, ah, bit weird. I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. It's also covered in cracks. But the urn we got back says Army like it always used to. Oh yeah, you're right. It's also covered in pink stuff. Plus the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Army's name into I Am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled Little Pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out find out about that once she gets back to Karine Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it. Maya hasn't been back to Karine Village in a long time. Oh, we can talk about Karine Village. So, I guess people still go to Karine Village to do their training, right? Yep. If you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're gonna train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Is that what happened last year still? Is what happened last year still bothering you? A murder in a village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. Actually, no, it didn't. It happened because she was set up. When a medium uses the Karine technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Oh! That murder. It wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. Sounds like being the Master of Karine is going to be a heavy responsibility. Yeah, they made it... Wow, okay. No, the way that was explained was like she actually killed him. But I suppose if you've played the other games, you know that isn't the case. Alright, so we need to speak with what's-his-face? Maybe this will help, not sure if I can see it. I can see your message. Actually, I might be able to. Oh. Maybe not. Crap. Oh god, no. I just closed. I didn't close. My emulator. But I did minimize it. Right, the mask's hideout. No, Nicky boy. Maya. Mr. Light. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy. Please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Mr. Light has such a vulnerable side. Oh my god, it's this song. Oh, nice! Cheers, dude, I appreciate it. Rondolite. So listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die." He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying he's a thief. Nice, dude. See you later. And again, thanks for stopping by. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thief type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. Ooh. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. Thief. Ha! The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? Detective at me. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. That's very specific. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atme's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more nervous. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. The detective at me knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People of the Town segment on TV. So then, you went there to ask him some questions. That's right, I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. Wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Yeah, it still looks really weird. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Right, so KB Security. Mr. Light, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? Oh, that's right, according to what we heard today. Come on, don't tell me you didn't know it. Rhonda Light was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. So he don't work there anymore. But he quit. Oh. He doesn't work there anymore. Looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away, by motorcycle that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Would I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell me where it is, and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. Love at first sight. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yeah, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. Oh, look at him. God, look at her. She looks so different. He went right up to those knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please, stop it, he screamed. I could see the robber's face turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. Oh my god. Doesn't sound too heroic. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger. All by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow. That's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Technically, she did. She got taken hostage. Yeah. Like the last case of Justice for All. She was a hostage. Wait, what? So we can go to the security office. CEO's office. New area. Whoa. Wait, what? That body marking goes under the safe. If that's even a safe. It could be anything. It looks like a safe at first, but it could be a generator. It's got a really weird, like, valve thing on the front. Either way. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look thick. Just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What's that got to do with anything? Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like... Oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits? Well, anyway. The point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathise when things don't go your way. Sometimes, I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Oh, we've always known this. Now if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Let's have a word first, I suppose. What happened? Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay. But the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. Why are they using pal so much? Oh, damn, look at him. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 AM this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 AM in the morning of October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time that Master Mask was stealing the urn, huh? Very weird. So we got Kane's autopsy report. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Oh, right, that's why. Bullard's body was stashed away inside the safe. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard. Did she say Billiard? Oh, she did. I was about to say, that it's not his name, is it? Maybe you can start by getting the man's name right. Detective, at me. Look at me. So, what happened to Master Mask? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! He keeps yelling. Oh, no, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, he was on about Ron. Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved. Now that's the detective I know and love. Think about it. Amy was always around when a calling card showed up. But he always mysteriously disappeared when the heists took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Huh, yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was a thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one. A witness? Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. The Gem and the Thief. Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it... Wait, guard? I want to look at that, I'm curious, if it says anything. No. Fair enough. It's like we know that security guard. Is it Ron? Maybe. Right, Goddo. Ooh, that prosecutor, I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight. Yeah, I think he did that he did it that way just because he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So, who is that Java addicted masked maniac anyway? Prosecutor Goddo? He's quite the enigma, huh? Thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere. That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. It's true, according to the records anyway. But no way he's an amateur. He's a nice man in court. A maverick that gives me goosebumps. Goosebumps? You? Yeah. I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe. He had no idea you were so unpopular. No, that's not what I meant. That Goddo guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Well, there's that. Right, let's examine the crime scene. So... this rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was opened? I don't think so. So you mean... Yeah, I think this string shows where and how the corpse was lying. You mean... the victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door? She can't be serious, can she? Oh wait, I always forget about presenting things. So if I present the profile, will he give me more information about him? Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard. That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal. Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick. Now is our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. Oh, so now I can talk about him. The victim! I need a drink again! God, reading this game, it really hurts. It's not like excruciatingly painful, but it does hurt, just talking lots, when I'm not used to it. Can you tell us some more about Mr. I need to call him Bluebard. Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it, anyway? Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber. Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You won't get into my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I think I need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. That's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Master Mask. What, really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Oh. Right. Oh, I didn't even realise. I can examine so many things. There's a button. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Oh, no. Hey, cut it out. Don't press that. That was really funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What's that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? This alarm's connected to the basement's guard room. It used to summon security up here. Really? And it's possible then, on the night of the crime... So when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. I think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Interesting. Check out this big, thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. What did you find out, Nick? This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask to Mask. It's filled with info on him. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes. Hey Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tear of Emanon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Master Mask stole. So then 100,000 is the value of the stolen item. I don't know, that number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Oh, interesting. I think I've examined everything. Gumshoe! one final thing I want your opinion on. This blackmail letter. About this blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kane Bullard have been blackmailing Ron Delight anyway? Well, Mr. Delight used to work at KB Security, right? And what was it that made him quit? Nick, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed. Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now. Oh, alright. So, I mean, that led nowhere. Let's move! Security room. It's a new area. Oh, yes. Okay, so... God, there's a lot of stuff in here. Wow. This is really something else. For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure. KB security guard. Uh-oh, I just remembered. Larry might be... Hey Nick, what's up? Hey! Oh my god, this is his theme. I didn't even realise. Ugh, so he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Maya with you too. Hey Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the bone. And in walks an angel. I've got no problems with a daytime date, it's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. But Nick here is a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. Yeah, this theme is really weird. It like spazzes out every so often, and it confuses me. That was then, and this is now. I guess we're talking. Right, so good info. So, what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. Not when you can swindle people. He wants a bribe. I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Hey, I like that. This kitten has got some claws. Okay, you really want to know? Yes, so tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Ron Delight was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Ron Delight was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something? No, that's just you. Security guard. So, what is it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors, all the time. Monitors? There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams at this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. The night of the crime. You're in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why do you say that? It's just a part-time job for me. I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Even if it is part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right? Oh my god, really? Larry has a psych lock? Ah, Jesus. Oh no, I knew something smelled bad. And it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say, that was then and this is now, okay? It's like I'm gonna have to break his psych lock after all. I mean, I can give it a go. Whether I have enough or sufficient things, that's a different story. I mean, hopefully I do. Okay. The night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What, huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Mr. Light? But that was that, and this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too? Never. I didn't sneak out. I tell you what, I'll even bet you $1. $1? Wow. Now that's confidence. What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have any evidence that I left my position, or you're just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is... Wait, it took place at 1 AM, so... That would be this. Well, it'd be either of these two, actually. Boom! Mm-hmm. So this wallet, you know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Why, you hand-delivered this wallet to Mr. Light just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet? I guess it was around 1 in the morning, on the first floor of our company building. Oh! 1 o'clock in the morning. That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Oh no! Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 PM. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 PM, then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have a feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 PM during your shift. There we go. Used on October 12th, the night of the crime, at 1 AM. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone, you know. That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 AM, the time of the murder. No way. Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 AM on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Ooh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. No! There we go, we got him. Woohoo! Ooh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? My Donna happened? Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew that was going on, or what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally, I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. So is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry! It's all my fault! How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? What? Oh my god. Larry, you're a mess. You curled up on the floor crying like a baby. Oh boy. Nick, is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry? Hey Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information out of it, or from him. Nick! Okay, present the... what is it? Actually, we did mention, asking about this. like whether it went off. There's no fingerprints. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue, just like the professional guard I am. Wow, that was pretty good. Thanks, I try. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. Oh, great, we can actually talk to him about it. Nice. Emergency buzzer. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the 1st floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did. And I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you could take just one more look for me, pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. Oh, ain't that sweet. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake like that. Well, it would seem he did. What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake. But how? It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once, in the morning, at around 1 AM. 1 AM? That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? That's terrible, it can't be. Oh no. The buzz record! I'm really curious about this stuff on the wall. It looks like a calendar. Something is written on this poster in fine print. A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. It's signed Wendy Oldbag, head supervisor. Oh. She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with her real genuine ray gun. Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Oh, nice. Reference to Wendy. Let's, move. Right, so... trying to think where... I think we've done everything. We've not been here in a while. Well, no, we've just not been here. Okay. The treasures of Karine exhibit is all ruined now. Oh, Maya. I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the Sacred Urn back, maybe they can reopen it. Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Master Mask's Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa. 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 That's brilliant, Nick. We could clean up and be filthy rich. Woohoo! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Just tell her about money. Basement warehouse. Is there anything new here? Or is it Adrian Andrews? Ah, it is! Wow. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews. What's up? Oh, so why is she still hanging around here for? So, how's it going? What about the Sacred Urn? The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes. It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. Whew! Yeah, she was super scared and worried. Damask's identity. Boo boo. Boo-doo-doo. So, I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. It looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damask to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? It was 10 days before the incident. About 20 days ago. And when was it that Master Mask's calling card arrived? That's about 10 days ago. There we go. Oh no, so she hired him 20 days ago. Right, never mind. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the Sacred Urn after all. I guess so. The night of the crime. What, so Master Mask murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought that he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. Why not? After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. Not even that nose pointing out from behind those boxes. He claims that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself. Yeah, he was caught on this crime scene photo dressed up as Master Mask pretty well. Sacred Urn. I'm so glad that you got your Sacred Urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? Ah, fuck me. Ah! We have no information about this, so... You know. What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the Sacred Urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Great. I'll be back. I can't do anything about it. I know I don't contain... I don't have anything that could possibly, you know, prove that she does. Where am I going? Detention center. Ah, there we go. Whew. Boo-doo-doo. Beep 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 boo. Scooby-doo. I really like that song. Right, cool. Mr. Wright! It's the fruitcake! Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but... Please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... On the same night the Sacred Urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then, there was the CEO Kane Bullard of... That's where the CEO Kane Bullard was murdered. Murder. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth, your life depends on it. Okay. Oh my god, he's actually gonna tell us. Mask de Mask. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Mask de Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? See, that is what I'm on about. The ring. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am. The tragic clown. Although to be fair, how is he Mask de Mask? How would that nose fit behind any mask? And if he had a mask made specifically for his nose, it'd be pretty obvious who's behind it. I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Master Mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atme. The night of the crime. So, that night you didn't go to Lordly Taylor, you went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the keycard to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. Okay. What if he was already dead? Like, what if Kane Bullard was already dead, and the buzzer going off was actually somebody reporting it? Like, that's my only idea. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Oh, who could that be, I wonder? It was at me again. Wait, how was he there as well as... Whoa! Hold up, I'm confused. How could he have been there as well? Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. Oh, he was already dead. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So he hid it in the safe. So that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. Oof. A bit distasteful. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building, so I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden Mr. Delight kinda sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. I don't think he was. Why were you fired? Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi. Please. Oh, she still thinks he works there. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Whew, thank goodness. No, I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought, anyway. So he became mask to mask for Desiree, huh? Sheesh. So can I present? Actually, yes. I'm curious. I don't think he would be the security guard for this place, but there is a security guard and I'm curious. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Master Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my mask-to-mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh? Oh. Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pearls could see through that in a heartbeat. Oh. Very nice. But as you might expect, Detective Acme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Acme found the mask-to-mask disguise. That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. Oh, so maybe he is mask-to-mask. And then Acme just, like, adopted it. So that's it. That's when Acme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. The first? Blackmail letters? What are you talking about? Hurry, tell me what you mean. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. So was this blackmail letter written by KB Security's CEO, Kane Bullard? I think so, probably. I don't think I did the right thing. I don't think I was supposed to present it, I think I'm just supposed to talk. You can only get into the CEO's office if you have a keycard. The blackmail letter said to meet at KB Security, and no one else other than Mr. Bullard could have written the letter. Yeesh. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just talk. Yep. Blackmail letter. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Emmerdon heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity, just like that? It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? Heist plans. What are these plans you're talking about? They're instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. Sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So, Run the Light was Mask to Mask, after all. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned it all out in detail. Oh, welcome back. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about it? So you went after the Sacred Urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, the truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes. But please don't tell Desi, okay? Hey, we got his testimony! Nice! Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes? Please, don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? Oh, so that he couldn't get done for murder. Is that why he was so, like, dead set on wanting to be convicted? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. Guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Mystic Maya! Hey! Oh, it's Pearly. I wondered who it was. I'm back. Hey, Pearls. So what have you been up to this whole time? The Sacred Urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Karine Village to have it examined. And? What did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Whew, that's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint. And they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got on there. Or got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we gotta find out how they got there. Okay. We'll find out how they got there. Please don't forget about me. Sacred Urn has been refiled. So that's the legit one? Wait, did somebody like re-repair it? Is that even a thing? Re-repair? I don't know why the hell it took me so long to realise what I was doing. Right, back to the crime scene. Yeah, maybe. I appreciate it. Either way. But I mean, to be fair, regardless of if I have 0 viewers, or, you know, any number, it doesn't really matter. I'd still be doing the same stuff. I wouldn't just be sat here in silence playing the game, because that's not fun for me. Right, so back to the warehouse. So all I can see is there's a box that's like covered in paint. There's the paints blotch that's in the right-hand side. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. Haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Why does she look so straight-faced? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn. To be honest, I wouldn't say I've breezed through the games. There's been points where I've had to, like, stop and think. But because I'm reading all of the dialogue, like, my brain gets to register what's actually happening. And, like, sometimes I'll read it and then I'll realise, hang on a minute, that don't make sense. So for this kind of game, specifically, it's actually helped loads to read everything. We can figure out the mystery of what happened here, of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. Now that is an interesting username. How's it going? Wait, how do I go to the other side? Right, so we have the paint. Looks to me that it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink. This is the same colour as the paint splotches on the urn. Le gasp. Then the question is, what's the cause of the odd shape? Let's look around here carefully, Mr. Nick. It's the box! This box, there's something about it that's bothering me. It's also covered in paint at the bottom of it. That's the box the sacred thing was in. It looks like there's some pink paint on it too. It's definitely the same colour as the stuff on the urn. I think I know how the paint got on it now. Alright, let's investigate again, Nick. Alright, so we got the box, we got the urn. So, I've got two technical, or what am I doing? I've got two pieces of evidence I could use. And Andrews has two Cyclops. Actually, wait. I want to examine the paint cans, just in case. I don't think it's gonna, like, mean anything, but you never know. No, that's a signboard, not the paint. I've got it, baby's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something. Kinda doubt it. I've got it. Maybe it said spaghetti. Huh? Wait, why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. Might have said Spaghetti Festival. What do you think? Okay, to me, besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. I didn't want to actually go into that, but whatever. Yeah, I think I've got the two things. I just thought maybe it'd add something about the paint cans, but I suppose not. Megatama time! Also, hey, I don't know what to call you. La 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 la? 63? Is there a better name for you? Either way, how's it going? The Sacred Urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Oh, hey Frosty. How's it going? Well, that's true. So Lele, or Lele. Lele's fine. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence? Wait. Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? Actually, yeah, we do. God. Wait, where the hell is it? I mean, it looks nothing like it. That says I am. Either way. Oh wait, yeah we do. God, Pearl told us it's the same one. It's the genuine article. Sheesh. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pauls went back to Karine Village and had it examined. Sheesh, my bad. Yeah, I know. I realised. Oh dear, my bad. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how... What she discovered was that the vase was broken. Again. Did you say, again? Yes, it was broken once, a year ago. And now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? Now it's the festival picture. 'Cause it don't look the same, man. Look at how it's different. This poster, it was made recently, right? Also, I don't need step-by-steps on how to do it. I'll be fine. And if I make a mistake, it's fine. I appreciate the help. But I'd like to, like, figure it out for myself or work it out for myself. Poster. Ah, the poster for the exhibit. At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said, I am on it. But now for some mysterious reason, it says Army again. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Ah! I am. What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now tell the truth. Well, wait. For... Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Ah, fair enough. Yeah. That's it. It must have been one of those people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. Looks like I still haven't broken the entire Cyclock. Do you have any proof the urn was broken here at Lolly Taylor? Ooh! The paint marks, my friend! Oh crap, no, paint marks! Oh, not the urn! Ah, crap! I saw the... Damn it. You're a softie at heart, aren't you? Yeah, I fucked it up. I just saw the paint on the urn and I was like, oh yeah! What an idiot. Whoops. I think you're mixing up the me of a year ago and the me of today. Yeah, coming with the right answer. You got it. I will not do that again. Wait, where actually are the paint marks? Oh god, did I not get them? Hold up. I don't have the paint mark. Crap! I mean, I've got the box which has paint stains on it, but... Shoot, I don't think I can do this. Yeah, because I don't think I have the paint marks. Oh, actually, I do. Really? Oh, I thought we actually, like, added it to the thing. Oh, my bad. I'm just going to examine the paint just to be safe. I'm just going to examine this again. I just want to see if it adds anything. Because it looks like that picture should be added. Although, to be fair, that does say that there was something in the paint, so I suppose that does kind of count. So it is still the box. A little bit of paint on the box. Wow, you're right. It matches. Oh, hang on, this is different. Oh, whoops. I should have examined the paint, then the box, then the paint. Shoot. It's all turning out exactly as I thought it would. There we go. I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Oh my god, so it's all because I didn't... Ah, shoot. Oh well, whatever. Whew. Right, so, present. Magatama. Right, I should be able to actually do the other Cyclock. Jeez. I just assumed it had automatically added the paint mark. I have to do both of them again. Anything about the Sacred Urn, blah 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 blah. No worries, dude. I mostly just wanted to make sure. So that it's genuine. Yup. I almost printed it in my attorney badge. So it's there, blah blah blah. So, it was broken recently, how do I know? Wait. Oh right, yeah, 'cause the picture. I completely forgot. Oh dear. Posters, blah blah. Whew. Yeah, I think it's the paint mark and then the box. I mean, I could have tried the box, but... Gotta be conservative of my health bar. They dropped it! Proof the urn was broken here at Lordly Taylor. Right, so... Paint marks. Completely dry, the box of the Sacred Urn fits in the gap perfectly. Well, Miss Andrews? What is this supposed to mean? There's pink paint all over this urn. And there is pink paint all over the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken there. You can't weasel out of this one, Miss Andrews. But... Uh-oh. She's trying to make her escape. But you can't get pink paint... You can get pink paint anywhere. Well, there's none in my office, that's for sure. Well, there is in my room. Liar. Anyway, the paint on the urn and the paint on the floor. There's no proof that it's the same paint. Oh, but there is, because it's on the box! Come on, this is getting ridiculous. The proof linking the paint on the urn to the paint on the floor is this. The urn box. Whew. Okay, cool. Sheesh. This box, the urn was stored in this, right? Yes. That's right. Well, there's pink paint on this box as well. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. The paint on the floor has an odd shape imprinted in it, doesn't it? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right there. Oh! And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. Hey hey! Perfect. Well, not quite perfect. I did cock up. Because I didn't have one piece of evidence that I needed. Oh no, it wasn't even because of that. It was because I presented the wrong thing. Alright, now I can actually talk about the Sacred Urn. Woohoo! I'm so sorry, I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know just how she feels. Literally. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken on the same day the urn arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. And she tripped. Oh my god, how much of a klutz can you be? Oh, she tripped on the paint. Even still, that's very klutzy. Tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground. I heard a terrible noise, and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box, and that's when it happened. Oh, she opened it upside down. God, gee, how stupid is this woman? The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint. I was in shock, and I let out a huge scream. God. On the plus side, she actually repaired the Sacred Urn. I can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Karine Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to army? I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said army. Oh, poor Pearls. Any sane person? Really? Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then. There we go. So she actually did repair it. Properly this time. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing, she moved the statue to hide the paint. I knew it, because you could see it. I used the golden statue to cover it. Haha! The army face statue. Aha! Hey! The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen. But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realised that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where I first saw it. Or where you first saw it. I see, now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing that I find strange. The fact that it moved. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. And yeah, the statue has moved. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well then, who was it? Who would have done it and why? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. And when it had been moved, it had also got, like, the ceremonial sword was missing too. Well, not missing, but it was not on the statue. Then the next day, it was moved. But why? But why? StarCraft 2. It's a game I've not played much of, to be honest. So I don't really have many thoughts, to be fair. Although I'd probably say it's a fairly solid... Is it an RTS game? Is that what it class as? I mean, if it's not classed as RTS, then it's definitely a strategy game. And I'm pretty sure it's a fairly solid strategy game. Assuming I'm not confusing it with any other game. I don't think I am. Yeah, it is RTS. Okay, thought as much. Yeah, I've not played much of it, so... don't really have any strong opinions on it. It looks like there's some connection between the Sacred Urn and the murder case. Why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief, Rhonda Light, was at KB Security. So then why did another Mask to Mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact. The murder trial is starting tomorrow. It looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. I mean, from what I've played of it, I really liked it. Hey, this is a perfect time to to end the session. My throat, oh my god. Reading for 2.5 hours straight. Whew. Takes its toll on your throat for sure. So, that is gonna be the end of this session. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, take care.